Here's a kind of failure that is far sneakier than any crash. Your app is live, real people are using it, everything feels great, and then slowly, quietly, over a few months, two things start to happen. Adding one simple new feature suddenly takes you a whole week instead of an hour because every time you touch one thing, three other things break. And your monthly bill, the one that used to be basically nothing, quietly starts climbing and climbing until one day it makes your stomach drop. Notice nothing crashed, nothing broke. Your app is just slowly rotting from the inside out. This final video is about the two skills that stop the rot, the skills of making it last. This is episode 5, the last one. We've directed the AI, we've laid the foundations, we've kept our app from falling apart, and we've actually shipped it out into the world. But shipping was never the finish line. It's really the starting line of the longest phase of all, keeping the thing alive and keeping it affordable for months and even years. Two skills. Let's make it last. Skill 1. How your code is organized. The fancy word for this is architecture, but honestly, forget the fancy word. This is really just about tidiness. Picture two different ways of storing your stuff. The first is a junk drawer. You know exactly the one I mean. Dead batteries, old keys, 3 pens that don't work, one mystery cable. When there are 5 things in there, it's totally fine. But you keep tossing more in, and one day it quietly becomes a place where things go to disappear. The second way is a toolbox. Every tool has its own slot. You can reach in without even looking and grab exactly the thing you need. Now, here's the trap. Early in a project, the junk drawer feels faster. Why bother organizing anything? Just throw the new code wherever it lands, and the AI will very happily help you do exactly that. But your project does not stay small. It grows to hundreds, then thousands of little pieces, and a giant junk drawer of code is an absolute nightmare. And not just for you. Remember, the AI can only help you with what it can actually find and understand. Bury your project in a tangled pile, and the AI gets every bit as lost in it as you do. Good organization is simply giving everything its own labeled slot, so that 6 months from now, you can still walk straight to the thing you need, and so can your AI. Tidy was never about looking pretty. Tidy is the thing that lets you keep moving. Skill 2. Staying aware of cost and speed. And this one has a nasty little habit of staying completely invisible, right up until the moment it becomes a serious problem. Let's start with cost. Every single time your app does something, talks to the AI, saves a file, makes a request across the internet, it often costs a tiny sliver of money, a fraction of a cent, totally invisible. It's like a taxi meter quietly ticking away in the background while you're busy enjoying the ride. With 10 users, you genuinely never notice it, but your app is built to grow. So take that quiet little meter and multiply it by 10,000 users, all day, every single day. And suddenly, you get a bill that makes you sit right down. So the real skill here is doing the napkin math early. If this thing actually gets popular, what does that honestly cost me? And then, speed. Some things feel instant when a handful of people are using them, and then grind to a painful crawl the moment a crowd shows up. Picture a single lane bridge for a quiet little village. It's perfect. Traffic just sails across it. But turn that village into a booming city, throw rush hour traffic at it, and that exact same little bridge becomes a complete gridlock nightmare. Parts of your app behave precisely like that bridge. You don't have to obsess over any of this on day one, but you do need a rough sense of which parts of your app will sail smoothly as you grow, and which ones are going to jam solid the second a crowd arrives. Because the goal was never just to work today, it was to still be standing and still be affordable when success actually shows up at your door. So keep it tidy and keep an eye on the meter, and with that, believe it or not, we have done the entire journey. So step all the way back and look at the shape of what we built together. We started by learning to direct the AI, how to describe, how to break things down, how to feed it the right context, and how to verify its work instead of blindly trusting it. Then came the foundations you simply can't hand off. Then keeping the whole thing from falling apart the moment real people arrive. Then actually shipping it out into the world. And now, finally, making it last. And here is a single thread running through all 20 of these ideas. Every last one of them. Not one was about typing code. The AI took that part. It swallowed the how completely and whole. What's left for you? Describing, deciding, checking, protecting, organizing, and choosing what's even worth building in the first place? That was never the easy part of software. That was always the real job. The AI didn't take your job away from you. It quietly handed you the more important half of it, because the AI can build it, ship it, and even fix it, but only you can make it last.